and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be able to stand here before you today. You see, after eating one of my own recipes, being able to stand is a big deal. The first recipe I'd like to discuss with you is French pastries, or as they say in France, pâtisserie française. But that's all I know on French pastries, so we'll have to move on. The next recipe I had lined up for you is Spanish spaghetti. Now, we must be careful how we take up this recipe because it is highly poisonous and somewhat explosive, as you will find out later. You see, Spanish spaghetti consists of a cup of chopped onions, 3 pounds of Spanish olives, 1 piece of Spanish pasta, and, my own little touch, 2 teaspoons of Spanish petrol. Now, some people, like the health department, think that this isn't very smart. I actually think they were trying to ban it somewhere there, but I just completely disagree with them. It's a stroke of genius. It's a masterstroke. It's a stroke of master genius. That's how good it is. The next recipe I have lined up for us is date bread. Now, there's a small catch which might throw a spanner in the works. Date bread can only be cooked on the 1st of January, and whatever date it is, the chances that it's 1st of January is pretty slim. So we'll have to move on, otherwise we'll get a bad cake. The next recipe I have is upside down cake. First thing we need to do to make upside down cake is learn how to stand upside down. And of course, I don't think any of us are in the mood for that. So we'll just have to be forgiven a little and make a leaning to the side cake. But for some reason, leaning to the side cakes always come out dry, so we might have to move on. Now, my mother makes the best Anzac biscuits in the world. They are so good, nothing is like them. Nothing. They are indefinitely, unquantifiably better than every and all known food in the universe. They are so good that people are known to die of heartbreak after eating them, knowing that they'll never eat something as good in their miserable lives. I hope you're excited, but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to let you down. You see, my mother, that silly old cow, she refused to give them to me. Yeah, anyway, which is totally unfair, because she gave them to Charlie. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, because I always knew that Charlie was the brother, the favourite son. Anyway, yeah, well, she put it out in the open. And, of course, you know, I have a reputation to uphold. I can't let her go damaging my pride without doing something about it. So, you know, I waited my time, plotted my revenge. You know, I was like a cobra about to strike. Anyway, yeah. On Christmas morning, 2011, when my mother came to her present from me, yeah, this guy, she was in for the surprise of her life. You see, I'd purposely misspelled her name on her Christmas present. Oh yeah, it was good. Sweet, sweet revenge. Oh, I was drinking it in. Yeah, I drank it in too much though. The next day she checked herself into an insane asylum, and I haven't seen her since. Still came out on top, didn't I? Yeah, don't mess with this guy. Oh, okay, I must have another family recipe. Oh, actually, I do know something my uncle taught me. Yeah, that's a family recipe. Trade secret. Oh, actually, no, sorry. I got your hopes up again. Yeah, well, I'll explain a little. You see, the recipe was for the ink that goes on the $50 bills, and the government has already talked to me about, you know, the recipe. Apparently, I'm not allowed to tell it to people on national television. Again, yeah, so, well, I can't exactly tell it to you now, otherwise I'd be in loads of trouble. So, what's one of my favourite recipes? Well, I really love Boston buns, and I have the perfect recipe. The first step is you fly to Boston. If you can't go to Boston, Chicago might do. The next step is, wait for it, you go to a bakery and you order a bun. This is the most crucial part of the whole thing. Now some people, that it's not worth the money or time that you spend getting to it, for those who live in Tasmania. But I think, oh, you know, stuff that. If you're going to get yourself a snack, then you better do it right. That's why every morning I wake up at 1 o'clock, fly to Boston, order myself a bun and fly back. No, it's commitment. I'm committed to food. Now, moving on. Blueberry ice cream. Don't you just love it? And for all of you colourblind people out there, I also have a brilliant recipe for greyberry ice cream. Huh? Oh, and for all of you people who are fully blind out here, then it's such a shame that you missed me making a life-size statue of the Queen out of nothing but 2 Mars bars and an eaten apple. Those of you who can see, shh, don't tell them, this gets stitches, you know. Anyway, yeah, and I think that if they haven't already figured out, that would have tipped them over. And I reckon the producers right now figured out that the real chef is tied up in the changing room, and I'm actually the light operator, so yeah, I best get going. Don't eat any of the food that you make. Like, you know, just don't. I'm worried for you. Yeah, bye.